I know you say music was probably your worst investment, but I also know you have a lot of knowledge in music. So I got a lot of people who watch the show, inspire artists. So
Yeah.
what would you say? Three things that an artist when they trying to get on or get a deal. Three things that a guy would be looking at not to sign you, and three things they looking at to sign you.
To sign you, you have to be authentic. Preferably have a movement behind you already. Um, and know what you want from it. I think if you could define that, you could define your growth in it. Three things that people are not looking for is a liar. You know what I mean? Liars and thieves are the worst. But a liar, something that, I say this all the time, I don't suggest people not say their name because if you become this character in life, you got to stay this character. Don't nobody want you no other way. So I would say, I wouldn't want nobody that's not who they are. I don't need no extra names. I don't need nothing. I need to know who you are. And then lastly, don't be around the element that you want to grow from. You want to grow out of. Like, I think we, often put ourselves in these positions because of the company we keep. So those are the 3 and 3.
Yeah, that's strong. I'm gonna say a few names to you, and I want you to just tell me whatever you think about that person or something. Jay-Z,
The GOAT,
Jermaine Dupri,
child prodigy,
Kanye West,
sad.
Russell Simmons.
You want me to find why Kanye sad? No.
Yeah.
Russell Simmons,
Yeah.
Godfather.
Godfather. Yeah, and you read my mind because I wanted to touch on it. I'm gonna come back to why you say that. So you can
I just
tell
feel
me now.
like it's sad, man, because the man really had the seat at the table we all been working for.
Right.
Like the real seat. And the narcissism took over. And it's sad, man, because the man's a real genius, bro.
Right.
Like a real genius. And I've been around him.
Right.
Like, I'm talking about since go-getters.
Is he a
Let my
part-
niggas in. Like, I tried to sign them niggas, like, before any of that. Like, I met my wife when she was living in Chicago, and 97, I was going out there, me and Don C. and Kofi Graham from here had a group called Major League for 2 weeks. Kanye was going to do the beats. So I know him. So just seeing that man, sad, man, because the man had the world in the palm of his hand.
Is he the point of no return?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. He's not going to change the thought process for none of us. It's like telling Elon Musk what to do.
Right. That's strong. DC promoter or restaurant, Mark Barnes.
Mark is a savant in his industry. Seldom can you say you've seen anybody go 40 years of being in a business and still thriving. That man been doing that 40 years, man.
Right.
Ish.
Right.
So I had everybody like everybody. I've had my shit with Mark. I remember him throwing me out of parties when we were 16, sneaking. They used to try to carry business crates to get in them joints. That's how long I known Mark, since we was sneaking in Chicago's at 16 and shit like that. So, I pay him all respect in the world, man, because you don't have a lot of national treasures left. You know what I mean? And the older we get, the more we appreciate them, even if we've had things. That's why, I think I'm getting soft on Puff. Because the older I get, and we losing motherfuckers, I don't want to see them go. You know what I mean? Because that's an era, one of the best eras of my life musically. So,
you was in Atlanta doing that part of that run, Big Meech.
I had came to Atlanta with the Big Meech movement at the tail end of it.
Okay.
Yeah, that wasn't my early days in Atlanta. I went off into the music business.
Right.
But yeah, that was the one memory I have of Big Meech is like hearing all the legend, and then one night we at Visions nightclub, and I had just got back, and I was like, one time for my light-skinned brother from another mother, Meech is in the building, and it looked like the FOI nigga. Everybody turned.
Right.
Turned back, look at him, wait to see what he was going to do. He lifted the bottle. They all turned around, lifted the bottles.
Right.
I was like, damn, this nigga really got 100 niggas moving however he wanted. And then, yeah, the shit came soon after that, though.
Strong, huh?
Yeah, he was strong, dog.
Right.
Yeah. But he used to send messages from jail, though.
About
just what's up,
yeah,
nigga, love what you doing. all that. Even his son, Lil Meech, like I'm unk to him because of his pops, but I never really spent time with his pops. It's crazy.
Man,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Anything that you want to touch on or say that we haven't touched on? Something you
Man,
might
we
be
cover a
promoting or
lot.
something,
You got some
speak
shit
about?
that no other conversation interviews got, brother.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, so I want to ask for one more person, man. Shakir Stewart.
Shakir Stewart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your take?
I mean, he one of them sad stories that didn't make it out of the industry we adore so much, you know.
Right.
First person I met when I moved to Atlanta. Very close with T.R. Ryan Glover, Chris Hicks, Noontime. Yeah, man, he's an example of like letting the business like take him up out of here. You know what I mean? And there's so many rumors on what happened. I blamed everybody when it first happened. In my first documentary I was going on, you know, I had something I had something to say to Jeezy, L.A. Reid, everybody, because I was just so hurt and confused. But he had some real issues, and it was caused by this unforgiving business that didn't treat him with the same respect he gave it. So I'll leave it at that because I don't know. But he killed himself. He shot himself in the head.
What about the late Monty Biz manager?
Man, you know, Big Brother Almighty, man. Like I said, I used to carry Biz crates to try to get into the parties, you know. And I'm talking about the street nigga trying to, because I just wanted to be in the parties.
Right.
And then he would take us to UVA, wherever Biz would go. Took us to Biz's video shoot, man. So show me some different shit, man. But that's what I'm trying to tell you, man. You know, you gotta lift people up, man. You gotta make sure that their memory's intact and really like give people their flowers. And he's one of those that, you know, really gave me some game and gave me some relationships that I still had to this day. So I really appreciate Monty, and I miss him.
Okay. I want you to look on the camera. I want you to speak to a young, inspiring artist, whatever art they trying to sell, whether it be a female or male, that's wherever they living at, they want to lead, they want to go to another place, but they still apprehension. Give them some reason why they should go and what they should be expecting.
If you're dreaming and you feel like no one else sees your dream and or your purpose doesn't align with your passion, or you feel like you just ain't seen, it's time to get the fuck up out of there. It's time to get on the road, make some relationships, be around some like-minded people, man. The biggest problem we have when we trying to come up is find people, you know, or finding people that think like us and want the same things we want. It's a dream killer. And I feel you, like, and with all my might, I love Washington, D.C., but if I stayed here, I wouldn't be the person I am. And that's not a bad thing, because again, sometimes you gotta leave everything you know to get where you're going. But you know, and lastly, it's okay. You know, I think a lot of times you feel, you know, responsibility to your family, to people you love, you know, but if they can't help you grow, you gotta go find some people that will. You can't allow that to keep you, you know, hostage and suffocate you, because that's what it ends up doing. If you stay in an unhappy situation, you know, it suffocates you, it slowly kills you. So I would encourage you to get out here and follow your dreams, because we only get one life and time is not on your side.
That was powerful. That was powerful, man. And I hate to even go back and ask you one more thing, because that you touched me with that, man.
You mean every question, nigga.
Hey, you touched me with that one, man. You see, we got a lot. We pay homage to the go-go world.
Yeah.
You know, obviously DC related.
Yeah.
Speak to Dougie Fresh relationship with go-go and the homage he paid to go-go.
Man, Dougie, first of all, and I don't know how you didn't ask this question. Okay, that's why I like it. Dougie's like my number one inspiration.
Right.
Because Dougie Fresh to me always was a host and not a rapper.
Okay.
It's weird to hear me say that,
right.
But if you think about his songs, everything is in the pocket. And growing up in DC, everything was in the pocket. That conga, that motherfucking beat, we always had a pocket. And I used to, him and Biz, because Biz used to come in and do the go-go's all the time.
Right.
And so growing up, those were the first, you know, that I saw really from New York City that loved DC. But he taught me the game, man. And to this day, we actually did New Year's Eve at the St. James, ironically, to start off the Hip Hop 50, and it was just a pleasure, man, to like rock with him and give him his flowers on stage, and give Slick Rick his flowers on stage. But special relationship, man. He's always empowered me, encouraged me. Even the first time I hosted Essence last year, you know what I mean? Like, he just invited me on stage doing his set. You know what I mean? And people don't do that, man. So big up to Dougie Fresh, man. It will never be another. He is the world's greatest entertainer. And the reason I don't give him just host, because when you ask me the host thing, he is like an entertainer. And like, I aspire to I have yet to put a show together. I mean, I do, incremental things in my shows, but I aspire to have a show like Dougie Fresh.
Right, you hear Bad Boy.
No,
and Dougie Fresh, the number one entertainer, it's because of him that I can't enjoy rap shows. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
it's different.
I mean, going to see him at the Capitol Center,
it's
you know
different.
What I'm saying? Talking to you, man, walking up and down the stage, every music, bringing the Slick Rick, the stage presence, you know what I'm saying? L behind him with the big radio on the joint. So it'd be hard for me to see somebody that's up there just sing, rapping over a beat and give me 1/3 of the song.
Nigga.
Yeah, I need a show. I need a show.
And he's 60 years old down there doing that shit today.
And still like he in 25-year-old shape.
Man, he owned it, dog. So big shout out to Dougie Fresh, man. We love you.
That's what's up, man. Look, we got a lot of questions we can keep getting, but man, we blessed to have you, man. I ain't gonna keep beating you up, man. But I just want to say at the end, I like to drop a jewel based on the guests, man. And it's kind of short and sweet with you, kind of, man, because your inspiration, you know what I'm saying, not just for DC and DMV, just for somebody being organic in themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, you came in with an ego that was intact, but it was your ego, you know what I'm saying? And you ain't compromising, you know what I'm saying? And that speaks to you, man, to remain who you are. But I just want to thank you, man, for getting with me. You said you're going to get with me. You kept your word. You even kept checking with me. Man, this day good. This day good, man. I'm coming up there, man. So that means a lot to me.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Keeping your word and staying on top of it, man. And hope you continue much success, man.
Yeah, man. Listen, I want you to know, man, like, it was important for me to do this because of who you are and what you are to the city. So you was always going to get that. And I want to say one last thing to y'all, man. Never let your expectations exceed your effort, and you are an example of that. You understand me? And, I salute you, man. And I hope you keep getting the real information out of people. People need to know the real. Right. This is an authentic place where authentic, conversations happen. So I salute you. Yeah.
And we're going to try to keep it that way, man. Make sure y'all tune in to Curtbone TV, man. Thank you.
Out the park, niggas know me. Curtbone, little homie. All days, yeah. Been a road, yeah.
Thank you for watching Changing Jewels on Curtbone TV. If you like the jewels that we're dropping, subscribe, hit the notification, and share with some friends. And I'll see you on the next episode of Changing Jewels, Curtbone TV.